Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to paint this little Thibra monster that I made in last week's video. So if you haven't seen that, please check that out. So first off, I'm going to use some surface prep. I'm going to paint it with that. And then I'm going to cover the entire monster with some black patio paint. It's just an acrylic paint that has kind of a built-in sealant into it. And then I'm going to dry brush some orange over it. And then I'm going to use some white for his eye. And then I'm going to mix some yellow in with that for his tooth. And then once everything else is done, I'm going to add a little bit of black to the middle of his eye for his pupil. All right, let's get started. So to start things out, I'm just putting some primer on him, this surface prep. I think it's gesso, not really for sure on the pronunciation. I'm sure somebody can correct me down in the comments. And then I'm covering the entire piece with black paint, so that way I can dry brush the orange on there and kind of show the details. I don't have a lot of experience with painting my sculptures because I do so much out of clay, but I do paint the Warbler ones. But back in the 80s, I had a lot of experience painting like D&D and Warhammer miniatures, so I did a lot of that. So a lot of the techniques that I use on these guys is the same techniques I learned back then. So I should probably spend some time maybe learning some new techniques and some other things to try when painting sculptures. Because I am starting to do more stuff with thermoplastics, and that can be very beneficial to, improving the quality of my pieces. But right now I really like doing a dry brush. I also like doing a kind of a wash. Both of them give a similar effect, but the dry brush for these characters I thought worked really well. And then I just wanted to go ahead and do white for his eye, and like I said, I'll add a black pupil at the end there. And then I just mix some of the white and the yellow together to kind of give him an off-white little tooth. And overall, he is a pretty easy piece to paint because he's all kind of one solid color. And the dry brushing, adds a lot more detail to him, but it's not like I added spots or stripes to him. So I think it would be fun to kind of, do another one and add those details to him. But as he was a good piece to start with. I didn't want to overdo it or have something that would take me a lot of time, to do the painting on him. And like I said, it took about just under 2 hours to sculpt him, and then about an hour and 20 minutes to paint him. So I thought that was pretty good, considering he's the first piece I've done like this. So the last thing I need to do here is just kind of finish up, adding some to the bottom of him, even though it won't be seen, but I like it to have that complete look. And here is the finished Thibra monster. I was really happy with how the paint would adhere to the Thibra. It's very similar to the Warbler. I'm sure doing that surface prep helped. I haven't tried to rub it or scratch or anything to see how durable it is, but just handling it, I didn't have any issues with the paint coming off. And my pieces in general, especially these ones that I do for the videos, aren't getting handled a lot, so there shouldn't be any issues with this guy keeping his paint on him. Later I'll try to do some, and maybe even do some for game pieces or something that's going to be handled more and see how they hold up. But right now, I was really happy with how this guy turned out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below. If you want to see what else I can make out of Thibra, or if you have ideas for other things I can make out of Thibra, I should say, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, well thanks a lot, and remember, never stop creating. Bye!